I cannot believe. Ugh! Hey guys, it's Maggie, and I'm back today for the second time, but you guys don't know that. Today, I wanted to share with you my November health roundup, where I go through all of my health stuff, my appointments, my supplies, whatnot, and make sure we're on track for the next month or so. And I sat down to do that and filmed it, and it was great. It was fun. It was beautiful. Put it on my computer to listen and look at the footage, and complete static. So here I am again because I think it's important to share this stuff. I think it's not just motivational for myself to keep me on track, but I've heard from a lot of you that you've made appointments and stuff that you've been putting off for a while when I make these videos. So please use this as your motivation. I'll share a little bit of footage, here and there from what I filmed this morning, but there really wasn't anything super important. I just go through all the stuff I need to do. Before we get into it though, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Element, my favorite. Where did my Element box go? Here it is. Here is my favorite electrolyte drink mix. It comes in convenient little packets that you add into your water. And right now, it seems like I'm dealing with maybe a little bit of a clogged duct. And one of the things that's super important for that is hydration. They have helped me so much throughout the last year and a half plus with my hydration, with my ostomy. They've helped me stay hydrated through breastfeeding, and hopefully now this will help. We'll see what it does for my clogged duct, but I know that being hydrated is so important for that. Element has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 of magnesium. And you know what? These are super important electrolytes for staying hydrated, for helping you absorb fluid. I've relied on electrolyte drink mixes for some time now, and Element has been by far the best. And I'm already getting people asking me in my life, hey, that Element was pretty good that you gave to us last year for Christmas. Could we get some more of that? So it looks like that is going to be a popular gift this year. I know a lot of Zach's family really likes it. His sister, his dad, his sister's boyfriend, a lot of people that Zach works with. So I will have to be stocking up on my Element. It's such a great gift to give, and great stocking stuffer, or just a gift to give. And it definitely encourages people to stay hydrated, which is so important. Element is offering a free sample pack with any order of Element by going to drinkelement.com/LetsTalkIBD. That's DRINKELEMENT.com/LetsTalkIBD. Thank you so much to Element for sponsoring this video. Okay, so what I did earlier today was we wrote out in my planner here all of the things that I need to do. Now, I get questions every time I talk about my planner. This is from Day Designer. Hold on, let me see if I can close it. There we go. Sort of, hold on. This is a Day Designer planner. It's really pretty. It's a beefy boy, okay? It's a big guy. I think they run about $60. I get the calendar year one. Zach gets it for me every Christmas. And it has a lot of detailed sections. So let me show you. You can write quite a bit. I was actually thinking of my next one using it as a journal, like a diary too, because there's enough space to do that. You can add your to-dos for the day, but also just write down a little message of what happened that day. I thought that would be cool. But I used it today to write down all the stuff that I need to keep in mind. So let's go through it. The first thing that I wanted to keep in mind is this current illness that I have. My voice does keep cutting out. This has been such an annoyingly long sickness. I've been sick since the end of September. It's the middle of November. I went to the doctor recently, got on antibiotics because this turned into a sinus infection. I also mentioned I feel like it's not fully clearing up, and I don't know if it will by the time I'm done my antibiotics. So I am scheduling myself a text, I already did it, to message my doctor if I still feel ill by the time my antibiotics run out, because I feel like my voice is cutting out again. See? This is what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into the weekend without any treatment and allow it to get worse, like allow the infection to pick back up fully. So schedule myself a text in time for the weekend so that way it gives the doctor enough time If she needs to do something, if she needs to write another prescription for me, she can. In immediate health things as well, I need to keep an eye on Lefty over here. I've been breastfeeding for 6 months and somehow have avoided clogs, clogged ducts. Now I think that's what I'm dealing with. I have done all the things that are recommended. Warm compresses, ibuprofen, massage, continuing to feed on that side as normal. It's just very painful, but I'm still doing it. I even had Zach help me out with it, which did not lead anywhere. And now I got sunflower lecithin supplements that I'm gonna try because I wanna make sure I get on top of this. Thankfully, I am on antibiotics, so hopefully we avoid mastitis. But I wanna clear it before I'm done them to make sure we're all good. I'm keeping an eye on it. Thankfully, with this and the sinus infection, I don't really know if I need to schedule a text to myself to remember it because I feel like the symptoms enough are a good enough reminder. Like, hey, if you're not getting better and you feel bad enough, you're gonna do something. The postnasal drip is the worst, and it makes it hard for me to talk because my voice will actually cut off mid-sentence. And if you're hearing Leroy, I apologize. My ostomy is being loud right now. I ate 2 bites of oatmeal. I couldn't even finish that. I'll finish it after the video. So yes, I'll keep an eye on both those things. I think if the symptoms are bad enough, I'll do something about them. So I'm not too worried about letting that go. The next thing that I did, and I've already taken care of this, but I did film myself doing it, is taking care of the super bills, submitting them to insurance for pelvic floor therapy. I have gone to, I believe, 5 appointments for pelvic floor therapy at this point, and the place that I'm going to is a pay out of pocket place. They do send you super bills that you can submit to your insurance to hopefully get reimbursed. I'm really praying that this happens because I have spent quite a bit of money there, and I think it's worth it even if I don't get reimbursed. I think, I feel like I'm making good progress at this point. I didn't originally, but now I feel like we are, and I want to continue going, but really praying that we see some of the money back because woo, it's a lot of money. And the cool thing was I was able to submit everything online. It was so easy. I'm like concerned how easy it was. Do you ever feel that way where you don't fully trust the process? Like, did it work? Because all I had to do was download the PDFs of my super bill, easy enough because they email them to me, and I put it onto my insurance's website. We have Cigna, so I just went down to find a form, and it pops up with put in a medical claim, submit a medical claim. So I did that. And I uploaded the super bill to that form, and the only other questions I had to fill out were super easy, like, who is this claim for? Myself, it's not for Zach or Nova. Does Medicare potentially cover this, or is the patient covered by Medicare? Is there another insurance that can cover this? Is this auto accident related? I forget the other question, but that was it. I named my claim, so I just put the date of the pelvic floor therapy for each one and submitted. So I have 5 claims already. I do have pelvic floor therapy at least once or twice this month and a couple appointments in December. So I'll submit those as they come in. I'll probably have to add that to my next roundup video. I'll do it all at once, but it was really easy. So I don't know. What do we think? Do we think I'm gonna get reimbursed? I looked up what our insurance covers and it looks hopeful. I don't know. This stuff is all so vague, and it's like, unless you work in it, you don't know what the heck you're doing. They just assume that you do. It is so absolutely frustrating. It really is. Okay, so the next thing on my list here was my dentist appointment. So I do have that coming up still. It's in a couple weeks. I actually scheduled one for Zach as well. His is the week after mine. I do believe that there will be more appointments once I go to the dentist. I know there are things that I have to get taken care of with my teeth, and I do want to get them all taken care of. As miserable as it's gonna be, I hate the dentist. I hate tooth pain. I would rather be sliced open than deal with tooth pain, but I want to get my teeth taken care of for the future if, we go on to have another baby, because I don't want to be dealing with this during pregnancy. Pregnancy takes a lot out of your body. a lot of nutrients and stuff, and I just want my teeth to be in the best condition going into it. Plus, you know, not being pregnant while getting dental work done, give me all the drugs. I can pump and dump, that's fine. Yeah, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. So I don't really need to do anything for that because they are actually sending me reminder text messages, which is fantastic. If they didn't, I'd probably schedule my own text message to myself just to make sure I'm on top of it. But thankfully we don't have to do that. So we're all good there. The other thing that actually popped up after I went to my primary care recently was some blood work I need to get done. Now, I've had a lot of blood work in the last year because I delivered a baby, I was pregnant. My GI also ordered a lot of blood work to check up on things. Everything has been pretty rock solid, but I have not had my cholesterol checked, and that popped up at my primary care appointment. She asked me about it, and I was like, yeah, I think the last time I had it done was with you guys probably 7 years ago. You're the only ones that seem to care about that. So she did order that blood work for me. She said, you know, no rush, but we do want to get this done eventually. Just get it done with your next set of blood work. It is a fasting blood work, so that's always a little bit difficult for me just with the ostomy. I digest things so quickly, so I have to eat pretty frequently, and I hate fasting for anything. Like that, the glucose test that I took when I was pregnant, that was rough. And I took the 1 hour and the 3 hour. I was dying. I was dying. Anyways, so I do have the paperwork for that. I will get that done. I'm not too worried. So what I did was I actually scheduled myself a text message 2 months from now, just to remind myself that it is an outstanding thing to do. It's not a rush thing, but just to keep it in the back of my mind. So I use a lot of scheduling of text messages and a lot of like Outlook calendar invites to myself and to Zach to keep us on track with things. We also got a fridge calendar, like a little whiteboard marker calendar for our fridge. So I put my doctor's appointments on there too, just so Zach has another way to see them. Like he can look on his phone, he can look on his phone calendar, but that's right in front of your face. And the last thing was supplies, and I don't really have to do anything when it comes to supplies this month because I am, as you've seen, I've had a lot of trouble with my ostomy supplies. I tried to switch to a one-piece drainable bag. Really, really like the bag. I can't get it to stick to me. It will not stay stuck around my stoma. I think the flange portion of it is a little too soft. And when you use a two-piece flange system, usually the flange is a little bit more sturdy. It isn't quite as flexible because you got to think there's that plastic ring around there that the bag attaches to. That just makes the flange, you know, a little bit more sturdy, and I think that helps maybe keep it down on me. I love the bag though, so I have enough of both the drainable one pieces and the non-drainable two-piece systems to last me for a little bit. I do want to make one more order before the end of the year because, you know, I've met my out-of-pocket max by a lot. And I want to, you know, get the free supplies while I can. Honestly, what I should do is try to get 2 more orders in because I can do it, you know, monthly. I should try by the 15th at least to get an order in, really decide, okay, what are we going to do? Should I get more one pieces? Maybe that's what I'll do. Get more one pieces in a November order, switch back to 2 pieces for a December order, and hopefully they'll both, you know, they're both covered. I don't have to pay anything for them. That way I have both, a decent supply of both. I already do, but let's have a little bit more. So those were, I think, all of the things that I had to keep in mind this month. Honestly, not too bad. And what's really great, I didn't have to call anybody. It's my favorite. I don't like having to call people. It's kind of a bummer. I just feel like I'm always misunderstood, or something doesn't work out. It doesn't pan out the way that I thought they would when I talk to people on the phone. I wish I could video call people. That would be so helpful. I just feel like we're more understood when we're face to face, but it is what it is. Anyways, that is my November roundup. I feel good. I'm getting one of the toughest things done this month, and that's going to the dentist and starting that. I do believe it'll end with oral surgery and a lot of fillings. But it's important to stay on top of these things. When I went to my primary care, she kind of just did an overall look at my health. She was actually really thorough, even though I was just there for sinuses. And she said, hey, are you keeping up at the dentist? And I was like, I will be. Ask me in a few weeks. So we gotta do hard things sometimes and unpleasant things. But it's good for us, okay? It'll make my teeth feel better. It'll put me in a much better position moving forward, especially when we start trying again. Because Novi is just the best freaking thing ever, and man, she is so fun. Oh my gosh, she finally rolled over again. She rolled over like 2 months ago, okay? She was 4 months old. I thought, oh my God, I have this amazing child that's rolling over. And she did it for 3 days in a row, and I'm talking about back to belly. She can do belly to back, but she did back to belly, and then she just stopped. She was like, I don't really feel like it. She could physically do it because I could, you know, she would do all the pieces. She just wouldn't string it together. She finally did it again last night. Finally. So, and she did it again this morning, and I showed Zach, and I got it on video, so I'm very happy. Proof that she could do it. She's making just insane progress. I think she's gonna start sitting by herself soon. Oh, and then she's gonna crawl, and then she's gonna go off to college. Okay, guys. Anyways, I feel good, okay? We got stuff done, even though I had to record this twice. See, my voice just cut out again? It does that all the time when I have these sinus infections. So when I make a video, I feel like I have to cut a lot, but I really shouldn't. I should just let you hear how much my voice cuts out. I'm glad that we can get on top of our health, though, especially with some of the more sick type things that I'm experiencing, like the sinus infection and the clogged duct. I do not want to be sick over the holidays, okay? I am so excited this year because last year around Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, I was pregnant and I was about 16, 17 weeks, and I was just starting to get over the morning sickness. So I was able to enjoy food a little bit, but this year, we're gonna enjoy the food a lot. We go to Weis for our grocery store, and we have points with them from grocery shopping, and you can get a free turkey of any size for 400 points, and I think we have like 550 points. So we will be getting our turkey. I think Zach is actually picking it up tonight. We do our own little Thanksgiving, not on Thanksgiving here, just make a big meal. It's almost like meal prep. And we have a lot of fun just doing it, the two of us. We might invite my dad. I don't know if he's gonna come though. He doesn't like driving a whole lot. And this is the first year with Novi, so, and she is starting to eat a little bit. We've tried, it's like, we started trying around 4 months because the doctor gave us the go-ahead, but she didn't have a ton of interest, so I didn't really push it. But I would say the last week or so, her interest has picked up. She's watched us eat a lot. She's very curious about it. We tried avocado. She loved it. Made a huge mess. I did some mashed black beans last night. She really liked that. So we're going to try some more foods. I'm going to try to do it daily now because she has interest, and she's actually bringing a spoon to her mouth and she's spitting a lot of it out, but she's getting the flavor and texture, and you got to start somewhere, so that is so exciting. I'm hoping by Thanksgiving we could try, you know, a couple things here and there. We'll spread them out. I want to make sure we're all good allergy-wise, but that's exciting. I can't, having a kid's cool. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Element for sponsoring this video. Make sure to get your free sample pack to keep for yourself, which I love doing, or you can give it to a salty friend by going to drinkelement.com/LetsTalkIBD. Get that free sample pack with any order. All right, guys, let's hope we have a good November. I will see you in the next. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at letstalkibd.shop.
I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel, like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.